Hey, hope things are going well there. It's Dr. Matt here. I actually wanted to talk to you today about two things that I feel you could really benefit from. And this one, especially if you find yourself, I know if I do any running, hip flexors and ankles. So this one, if you're doing some running, I want you to give this a try. These are two key areas that I feel you can afford to probably loosen up and just mobilize to get in the best possible positions so that things maybe a little bit easier and help you move that much better when you're out there hitting the tarmac. So what I want you to think about is your hip flexors and also your ankles. And one of the things that I come back to and revisit time and time again is your range of motion on your ankles and just finding those end ranges. Now, what I find works really well is just sitting right here. I'll show you. With your toes to your nose, you can actually sit just like this so that you actually bring your heels to your buttocks. And what you're actually thinking about is, think about a big sling. So if this is the front and this is the back, everything working like this, all those tissues, muscles, fascia, and you're actually thinking about the bottoms of the feet all the way up the ankles, the calves, and you sit back. And this is just something you can hang out, talk to your buddy while you wait, while you warm up, or you do after your run. And then spend some time in that position, but also spend some time with your toes pointed the opposite way to open up all those muscles on the front of your lower limb. And when you're here, same thing, heels to your buttocks, and you're just going to breathe into it. And you may find one doesn't go down quite as easy as the other. I know I'm a little more stiff on my left side, so it feels a little bit like a little more work going down on that side and closing the gap between the front of my shin and the ground. And again, when you're here, you may hang out here anywhere from 1 to 3 minutes. And again, you're just breathing and distract yourself during that time, or talk to a friend, right? And so I do both of those. You can try 1 to 2 times. And then actually use the wall, like grab a mat, use the wall, and open the front of your hips up. And now more of an athletic version of the couch stretch is actually coming down just like this. So you're more or less at the bottom of a lunge position. And what you're doing is actually from here, toes up. So again, working on the front line, your calves, in the front of your lower limb. And you're going to feel the tension through here. What I want you to think about, squeeze your glutes just a bit. Don't let yourself hinge over like this, but try and drive your hips forward. And while you're here, you're just focusing on your breathing. You're probably going to feel all that tension in your quad as well if you've been sitting a lot all day. So think about both sides, and then as well coming back to that ankle mobilization so that you can loosen up and make things easier to move and also get through a better range of motion so you can optimize how you're moving when you're out there running. So I'll do both sides. You can do this at the beginning, right, if you're a bit warm, whether you've rode the bike for a bit or sweat a bit. And then I would actually do it as well at the end. Once you've really gotten things warmed up and moving, do it at the end as well, so you get yourself and find those end ranges. Now when you complete it, right, you can do 2 cycles if you like. Both sides of the legs, back to the kneeling mobilization, and then go through it a second time. So give those a try. Love to hear how you're making out there, how you're doing with these. And as always, if you found it beneficial, I can't do it alone. So please take a moment to click share if you know someone who could benefit from it. And my mission is big in terms of helping people understand their health, about their nervous system, their spine, and how you have to have more function to be healthier. So if you found it useful, my only ask is that you take a moment to share it. I'd really appreciate it. Anyways, I will talk to you soon, and have fun doing what you're doing out there. Bye for now.